What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Cooker Brass YouTube channel, where today we have another unboxing of a handgun, and I'm very excited for this one. So now, let's get into it. First off, I just want to take it a second and say that if you're taking time out of your day to come and view this channel, I can't ever thank you enough. Go ahead and drop a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell down there below, and that way you could stay up to date with all the different videos that are being uploaded on the channel, whether it be new unboxings like this, whether it be range days, whether it be gear reviews, or even follow-up reviews on some of these items that I'm using and choose to use in order for you all to see that there is quality items out there that don't cost an arm and a leg. If you have any recommendations on some content that you would like to see on the channel, go ahead and drop a comment down below, or feel free to message me at any time. But as I stated, anything will help, and just try to get this channel out in the algorithms so that we can grow the Cook and Brass family. But now, let's get into this unboxing. So, as you can see, it is another Canik. This is something that I've had on my mind for a while now. Before I decided to get this, I had a Canik TP9 SF. For those of you who do not know, I will plug a picture of it here. The TP9 SF was what the Turkish Special Forces used as their primary weapon when deployed. And Canik was able to pick up that bid or that contract, however they do it over in Europe, and they got that. So I thought that that was a cool, if it's been over there, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. And that is what got me into Canik, along with the price point and everybody praising it for the trigger and for the accuracy and for the durability of the pistol. If you're wanting to get in to the firearms without, going a mainliner route like a Glock or a Smith and Wesson. So I went ahead and I picked up my very first Canik. Loved it, was the perfect gun, but I was then dumb enough to sell it, just like as I did with my Jackal. But that's neither here nor there, because we have something that is better, newer, more modern age. Let's just get into it. So as you can see, this is the Canik hard case, no frills, nothing crazy, but it is the 1 series. And I will explain why we went with the 1 series. So as soon as you open this up, here it is. This is the Canik Mete SFT. And as you can see, it still has the safety flag in there. You come with 1 mag, and it is completely clear. No live ammunition whatsoever. There's the safety flag. So the Canik 1 series is for those individuals who are just trying to find a budget firearm, or a firearm that comes in at a lower price with no frills, nothing crazy. And that is what this does, because so this comes in at right around 300 brass bucks. So that's where we're at with this. You're not putting a lot of money out on these at all. But as I stated before, this is for more of those individuals who already have multiple Caniks and can use different mags, or use those mags in this, is what I'm trying to say. And as you can see, this is just an awesome looking firearm. You have the optics plate here that will pop off, and you have different plates down here that we'll go through and look at that you're able to pop on here. Then you have the tactical 1913 rail down there on the bottom. You have your takedown levers here. Then you have ambidextrous slide catches right here, which I thought they'd be pretty hard when it first came in, and it's kind of broken now. As much as I've got the fidget with it, I just could not help myself on getting into this. But then you have a very pronounced magazine release right there, and it is ambidextrous depending on whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Then you have the awesome Canik trigger. And that is the one thing that Canik is also known for, is amazing triggers right out of the box. But you have a full-size grip here. You have the option and space down here to put a flared magwell on here, which I might be trying to get a hold of one of those going on in the future. Then, as I was corrected before in one of the videos, I misspoke, but you have this little piece right here that raises when you have a round in there, and then this is your striker indicator to show that your handgun is cocked. It's ready to go. So I misspoke on the other video. Shout out to you all for catching me on that one. But yeah, pretty much all this is the bigger version of this. This is my Canik TP9 or Canik Mete SF. Sorry, this is the Canik Mete SF. This is their version of a Glock 19, pretty much. But you know, you have the smaller grip right here, and I loved having this so much, and I've missed my TP9 SF that I had to get a full size duty. So, looking at these two, as you can see, you have quite a bit of length there on the end of it, and then you also have that much extra on the bottom as well. So, it's just a bigger package overall, as you can see there with them compared side by side. So this is more of like a 17 or a Glock 17, and this is more of like a Glock 19. So you get the best of both worlds. Yes, I know they're pretty much identical, but you can't go wrong with them. I love both of them. So very excited to have both of these. But there's that. Then you have the 18 round magazine that comes with that. It is a flush fit magazine. As you can see, well, not flush fit, sorry. You have that little bit on the bottom of there. Sorry, I was mistaken. Then you have the Canik 1 badge. You have their quality control badge right there. You have the trigger guard lock. And then you have the bag of goodies that normally would be in the foam, separated all out, and to make it look super tactical and super cool, you just get it in a plastic bag now. So as we open this up, you have the push pin to help take down the firearm, which these are very useful. They come in handy a lot. Then you have the cool little Canik tool that they are known for and have become very popular. Just slide that off. You've got different bits on here to help work with your optics plate. You have another size back strap that you could throw onto this, whether it's bigger or smaller. I would think to say that it is smaller. Yes, it is smaller. So if you've got smaller hands and want to get a little bit more of a grip on there, you have that to throw on there. And then you have these different plates that you're able to throw on there as you choose and go down the roads of what optics you want. So as I was looking at this, these are the two optic plates that you have right here, and they're both polymer. So you have two polymer, and it says it's the Shield RMS RMSC footprint. And the only difference that you have here is this has a lip on the front and the back, and this only has a lip on the front, or vice versa, whether I've got this turned around the incorrect way. But those are polymer. And then this one is metal. So you have those three that come with that. But that is everything that comes with this. And as I stated before, I'm very excited about this firearm. Um, I'm not saying that, you know, I like my Glocks, I do, but there's nothing with a Canik. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I shoot so much better with a Canik than I do a Glock. And I've recently went ahead and played with the trigger a little bit on my Glocks, and I'm going to take those out and see what I'm doing wrong, which I genuinely believe that it is the grip angle of the Glock, because I've noticed that when it comes to a lot of these classes that you see online or just talking to people in general, when you drive a Glock out where it has that awkward or that different angle on it, it forces you to pop your wrist down. So I might not be doing that, therefore making me throw the shots to where, as when I have this in hand, I know that I'll be able to do better with this, hands down. Because even with this, compared to even my Glock 17, I was shooting complete day and night difference with this compared to some of my Glocks. So um, I'll hopefully be able to get out to the range here soon and do a range day, a full review of just everything going on, with the talk about the triggers and the upgrades that I've done to the Glocks to get this out there and show some different things I want to do with that. Do some AR content and just go from there. Just try to get out and enjoy the weather. So going forward, some things that I know that I will be doing with this is I have had this mag sitting around for a while, and it has the extension on it. So It says it's just an 18 round, but I think it's a +2 extension down on the bottom. So you're looking at a 20 round mag right there. And I could not run this specific mag with my TP9 SF because I had an aftermarket flare magwell on there, and where this has a raised edge, you could see maybe right in there, but this has a raised edge around the lip of it, and I was unable to run this specific mag with that Canik. So I went ahead, and when I got rid of that Canik, I kept this because I said, I might be able to run it. And, I ran with this at the range the other day, but you have that grip, or that right there, that space where they don't mate up. So when I got this, I was really excited to be able to run that. And then another thing that I will be throwing on there is an Olight PL Turbo Valkyrie. I have noticed that these have been getting hard to find. Normally, I'll be completely honest with you, when I get an Amazon gift card or something like that, I will go on there and I will just order me another one of these because I run these on all my firearms. That's what my duty holster is fit for. And these are starting to get hard to find. These and the PL3. Now, you can find the PL3R, which is the rechargeable unit down here on the bottom, but I like to keep it simple. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Just throw 2 batteries in there, you're good. Keep you a good battery schedule on there. You don't have to worry about something short circuiting or messing up with those magnetic chargers. So I'd like to figure out why these are starting to get harder to find. I don't understand that. But then we throw this on here and crank on that. And here you go. This is exactly how it'll be ran. Probably throw a red dot on there at some point. But hey, that makes it a full-sized duty handgun right there. I think it just it beefs it up, makes it look completely different than what it did prior. So this is probably one of my favorite handgun that I have. Between it and my TSOS 1911 that I have. Granted, I love all my babies, but there's always that one favorite. Everybody knows it when they're the favorite child. So this is probably going to be the favorite child of the group as far as the handguns go. So yeah, that's everything that comes with the Canik Mete SFT1. One more shot right there. So yeah, that's what you've got coming out of the box. And then we have the little brother of the Canik Mete SF. As stated before, both optic ready, both awesome. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you found this informational, this unboxing. Like I stated before, I hope that I'll be able to get out to the range and do some shooting content before, show the difference between how I can use one of these on the range compared to how I can use a Glock. But you never know. Ever since I did those updates on the Glock, I might be able to do a little bit better out there. I don't know. But if there's any content that you would like to see on the channel going forward, just go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know if you found this informational or found anything here that you would like to see in a separate video, or just want update videos. Just go ahead and let me know. Any comments or any suggestions at all help so much. And if you've made it this far in the video, I can't ever thank you enough for taking time out of your day to come support this small YouTube channel. And I just hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you.